Due to the roaring success of my previous episode, I decided it's time to do another Roulette's Play. And when I say Roulette's Play, what I mean is I have a Python script right here. It's going to scan each line in this text document. Each line contains a video game, so there's about 150,000 video games inside this text document. And here's the UI showing it's reading the text document in real time. The games are color-coded, but it doesn't really mean anything at the moment. So here we go. Let's go by Train 3. Densha De Go. By the box art, you can clearly see that it's some sort of train game. I'm not sure if the demographic is for children, like it's some sort of Sesame Street where you just ride the train, or if I'm actually piloting it. But we're about to find out. Okay, it's made by Taito, the makers of Bubble Bobble, and that's pretty much it. Alright, so there's an intro video, and it has high-quality production shots of 1990s Japan train system. I have a feeling this game loves trains. Alright, here's some action shots of the trains in motion.
You'll get big trains, little trains, steam trains, diesel freight and passenger trains, even trains that blow through snow. Densha De Go!
Okay, so I'm just gonna dive right in. There are 3 modes. I've said this many times before. I can kind of read and understand Japanese, but not a whole lot. I heard modo, so that means mode. I'm not sure what any of them do. I'm gonna choose the top one. Character select screen. Not sure what the numbers indicate. One of these trains are at 800 of something. Maybe it's passengers, maybe it's tons. So I'm gonna choose a mid-range train. Jesus, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in this UI. I feel pretty overwhelmed. Look, 11 different indicators of things around me. Look. And they're like asking very politely while you're looking at this cluttered UI for me to pilot the train. But we're just gonna follow instructions here. Press down on the D-pad to go, I guess. Okay, I'm just gonna accelerate until it teaches me the other buttons. Like at some point, it's gonna tell me when to stop, or it's gonna do a tutorial at some point. I would think. Also, I hear whispering, like it's like the passengers talking. Like they may be just judging the way I'm driving. And then the staff are concerned about my safety. The mascot keeps on popping up telling me I shouldn't be doing something. You can overhear over the walkie-talkies the train staff discussing what I'm doing. Okay, so we're at the destination, and I don't know how to stop. So I completely missed it. Japanese businessman is furious. Alright, let me figure out some of these keys here, some of these buttons. Okay, the circle key is for the jingle. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. What is this button? I don't know what this button is doing. It's it just keeps on showing a frightened woman. Like every time I hit it, it just shows her screaming. Is she the only passenger on my train, or I think it's the brakes, but I mean, shouldn't it show a different person at some point? So that does that. Okay, checking double jingle. Okay, so there's deaccelerate. So from now on, I'm going to try and hit the goal. Alright, so I also found the emergency brake. On top of being a relaxing game, this is also very addicting. I don't see this game mechanic or playstyle used very much anywhere else. Like, you're trying to stop the train at the perfect spot. And if you miss it, you have to try again within another minute, maybe, or 2. Okay, I got ATS, all caps. I don't even know what that means. So the next stop is very far away. And I'm just going to push. I'm going to see how quick this train can go. Okay, I'm pushing over 100 kilometers an hour. Mascot, very concerned about my safety. This is a very difficult game. I keep on missing, I keep on messing up. Very difficult and technical. The mascot or my boss is giving me a stern warning, or I'm possibly fired. Oh, it's just the game over screen. Let me continue here. So I'm kind of getting the hang of it. You can gradually deaccelerate and gradually brake, so you actually do hit the sweet spot and actually get to your destination and drop the people off, your passengers off. With all that in mind, I think I got everything I need to know to drive this train into the station. So be prepared right now to be impressed. This is a hard game. Like, I know what to do, it's just I cannot do it. Getting the perfect speed is hard. I can go very slow into the destination. I made it with some time to spare. And then I accidentally closed the door on this girl. Very technical, very detailed game. Insane that this is a PlayStation 2 game. Just not to sound jaded, the quality of newer games can't even compare to what's happening on in this train game. No joke. I have a very good feeling about this next stop. I think I got it. That's okay. Over 4 meters. That's all right. I have to jingle. Okay, let me jingle. Okay, I did it. That's me. Okay, and I remember to keep the door open this time. There's weather effects now. Wow. Somehow this is both the most comfiest and the most stressful game at the same time. Did you guys just notice that? When you go under a bridge or any sort of covering, the rain stops. And then when you leave, it continues. That is a programmed marvel for the PlayStation 2. And it's not even needed, right? Nobody would have noticed that. Ignore the screaming woman for a moment. Incredible detail. Alright, so I completed all my stops. Thank you. I think they're praising me. Thank you. And now this comes the employee appraisal when they judge how well I did. By the sarcastic tone of the whistle, I'm guessing I didn't do too well. That's alright. First time driving a train. There are some other modes I want to just go back to just to see what's gonna be different in them. I'm pretty sure there's not gonna be a huge difference. Let me choose the stage. Kanto. That's a Pokemon place, so... Alright, so in this mode, you have to adhere to the time schedule of the train system, of Japan's train system. Okay, so I've less than a minute to get there, and have to be punctual. This mode actually teaches you how to play, how to not only go, but also how to use the brakes, and how to use the levels of brakes. I should have actually started here. Late again, asshole. I'm being docked points or pay. I'm not sure what's happening. A very addicting game. I know I said it, but this is a very addicting game. It's using a very simple game mechanic that is rarely used nowadays, and it probably couldn't be used nowadays. I'm just gonna abandon this game mode. I made the mascot woman cry. And please enjoy this rapid fire typewriter ASMR. Alright, there's one more mode, so let's just get into it. It's some sort of realistic mode, like UI's gone. Your indicators are gone. You don't know how far away you are. You don't know what level your brakes are at. This is like, you have to rely on auditory cues. This is like some sort of survival mode, some sort of a purist, some sort of train purist mode. Did I hit somebody? That's an insane sound effect. I'm getting with so many errors. Oh, it's only a one go kind of thing. Apparently if you hit somebody, they just lose your job. So there's not much more to talk about in this game. I guess the other options are you can actually look at pictures of the real life trains. And then also there's models of the trains, in-game trains, and also there's sound effects you can listen to. Like any normal PlayStation 2 game. So that was Densha De Go 3. Solid game. Somehow both comfy and stressful. Addicting. Easy to play. I went into this blind. Never played it before, and actually, by the end of the first round, whatever you want to call that, I knew what I was doing, kind of. A lot of detail for a 23-year-old game. Even with the language barrier, I enjoyed myself. Mid-A tier, amazing. And it's going to be receiving the Work Simulator Award. That is when they make a job an actual fun game to play. And I'll see you next time.
Old trains, new trains, fast trains, slow trains, smoking trains, even trains from around the world, plus toy trains, trolley trains, and much, much more when you order lots and lots of trains.